Hey everyone, welcome to my green closet. So I just got back from a big road trip and I've been spending a lot of time outside and at lakes this summer. And one of the most common questions I get is about natural and eco-friendly sun protection. So I thought I would talk about that today and share some of my favorite products. So obviously when we talk about sun protection, we have to talk about sunscreen. I have tried a lot of different non-toxic and more natural sunscreens. Some were good and some were terrible. And this summer, since I'm back in North America, I decided to try out the Think Sport sunscreen. Now this is actually the Think Baby. They were out of the regular one, but they're basically the same. And this was recommended to me by my sister-in-law, Gabby. She actually made a video on my channel about this time last year, talking about eco-friendly kids products, which I can link up in the cards. I'm really happy with this. I spent a lot of time canoeing and swimming and just hanging out outside and didn't get sunburned, and I burn quite easily. And this is an SPF 50 plus sunscreen, and it uses non-nano zinc oxide as the active ingredient. And non-nano is really important because it means that the particles are too big to be absorbed into your bloodstream. And for the ingredients, it has a 1 rating on the EWG database, which is really good, and it's also not tested on animals. Now when using it, any higher SPF sunscreen is generally thicker, but I didn't find this too bad to rub in. I have heard that the baby formula does go on slightly better than the regular formula though. It has a bit of a white cast, but not as bad as other sunscreens, and it isn't as greasy as a lot of non-toxic sunscreens that I've tried, which is really awesome. Plus, it's water resistant. They say for about 80 minutes, so if I was swimming in the lake or sweating a lot, I wasn't worried that all my sunscreen was just coming off, which has happened with other sunscreens I've tried. Now for cons, the water resistance can also be a con because it is harder to wash off. So if you're camping or you can't have a really good shower where you can scrub your whole body down, I found that it felt like there was still maybe some sunscreen left over on the skin after washing. Also, it's of course in a plastic container, but basically all sunscreens are. They do come in 2 sizes though, so we try to get the larger one to at least save some packaging. Overall though, I'm really happy with this sunscreen and will definitely be repurchasing it. It's also fairly widely available in North America, and I think the price is pretty good for a clean sunscreen. Something else that's also really important is that this sunscreen is reef safe and doesn't contain any biologically toxic ingredients. So you're not releasing harmful chemicals into the water. And this is especially important if you're swimming in the ocean or lakes. Now for my face, I'm currently using the Coola BB Cream Tinted Moisturizer, and this is pretty good, but I don't love it and I'm not sure yet if I'm going to repurchase it or maybe try something else, but I talk more about this in a recent makeup video I did, which you can watch right here. So now that sunscreen is covered, I also want to share a few other sun essentials. These things are pretty common, but also really important. I always try to wear a wide brim hat for extra protection and also just to keep the sun out of my eyes. Sunglasses are of course also a must-have. I also love my Turkish towel, and if you haven't heard of a Turkish towel, they're basically a very thin towel, but they don't have the fluffiness, and they're amazing for traveling and going to the beach. I especially like how you can wear them, so I can easily just drape it over my shoulders or tie it around my waist if it's getting really sunny, and it doesn't look like I'm wearing a towel. This summer especially, I've tried to wear clothes that cover my shoulders because that's where I usually burn. So light loose t-shirts are really nice, or a light cotton cardigan or a kimono are really great to kind of cover up but still stay cool. Finally, if you do get sunburned, aloe vera is always a go-to, and you can actually grow your own aloe vera plant. They're really easy to grow and you can use the gel directly from that. Or if you have to buy a product, look for something that has as much pure aloe as possible. So that's basically how I protect myself from the sun, and I would love to hear if you have any other tips. Thanks for watching, and thank you so much to those of you supporting me on Patreon and for helping me to keep making videos, and I will see you in the next one.